Skull Nation, stop right now. U.S. Bank Stadium just erupted with breaking news and the temperature in Minneapolis just dropped below zero. We are sitting at 4-6, the playoff lights are flickering, and a locker room explosion just exposed the raw nerve of this team. We have a coach calling his own players greedy, a rookie quarterback fighting for his life, and a rumor surfacing from Indianapolis that changes the entire future of this franchise. The first name you need to hear is familiar, but the context is terrifying. Daniel Jones. Yes, that Daniel Jones. If you bleed purple and gold, sit down, because the next 10 minutes will decide if we are rebuilding or reloading. Insiders are whispering that the patience with J.J. McCarthy has a deadline, and it is approaching faster than a blitz from the blind side. But before we get to the quarterback controversy, we have to address the immediate fire burning in the locker room. A traitor returns to Lambeau, a coordinator screams at his unit, and the season hangs by a thread. If you refuse to let the Packers bury us this weekend, hit like right now. We start with the only man brave enough to speak the truth. The silence in Eagan was deafening after the loss to Chicago, but one voice just cut through the gloom like a foghorn. The name, Aaron Jones Sr. While the rest of the roster is licking their wounds after falling to 4-6, the veteran running back stood up on November 19th and delivered a message that every single player in that locker room needed to hear. This isn't just another week. This is war. Jones is staring down the barrel of a return to Lambeau Field, a place he called home from 2017 to 2023, and his mindset has shifted from play hard to pure survival mode. He told reporters bluntly that every single game is now a must-win. There is no margin for error, but here is the nuance that separates a leader from a panic merchant. Jones explicitly warned the team against pressing. He knows that when you try to do too much, when you try to be the hero on every snap, that is when the structure collapses. He is preaching urgency without anxiety, a balance that this young roster has struggled to find all season. Think about the pressure on his shoulders right now. He is going back to Green Bay, not just to wave to the fans who used to cheer for him, but to save the Vikings season against the team that let him walk. He called it a full circle moment, acknowledging the love he received last time. But make no mistake, this is a business trip. The Vikings need to steal a win at Lambeau to keep a pulse in the NFC playoff picture. And Jones isn't just worried about his own yards, he is actively protecting J.J. McCarthy. The rookie quarterback is under siege, struggling with turnovers and consistency, essentially playing his rookie year after that lost injury season. Jones revealed a private moment he had with J.J. after the Bears game, telling the young signal caller that he was proud of him for not quitting. That is critical. When a veteran running back publicly backs a struggling young quarterback, it prevents the locker room from fracturing. Jones sees J.J. holding himself accountable on the sideline, saying, "I can't do that after mistakes." And that accountability is the only thing keeping the faith alive. But let's be real for a second. Accountability doesn't put points on the board. Jones is trying to carry the emotional weight of this team, but he needs help. He needs the offensive line to open holes against a Packers front that smells blood. He needs McCarthy to stop turning the ball over. The leadership is there, the mindset is there, but the execution has been fatal. Jones says he has the utmost confidence in J.J., but if they go to Green Bay and lay an egg, that confidence will be tested like never before. The urgency is real. The lights are bright. Aaron Jones is ready to run through a brick wall, but is the rest of the team ready to follow him? Because if they stumble in Green Bay, the math gets very dark, very fast. And speaking of stumbling, what happened against the Bears wasn't just a stumble. It was a crime against football. If Aaron Jones is the shield trying to protect this team, the special teams unit just took a sword and stabbed it right into the heart of the season. We need to talk about the word greedy. That is not a word you hear often from NFL coaches when describing their own players, but special teams coordinator Matt Daniels didn't hold back. After J.J. McCarthy miraculously led an 85-yard touchdown drive to take the lead with 50 seconds left, the game was essentially won. The win probability was through the roof. All the kickoff unit had to do was contain. Just stay in your lanes, do your job. Instead, disaster struck. Devin Duvernay found a lane the size of the Mississippi River, returned it 56 yards, and set up the game-winning field goal for Chicago. The loss was described by linebacker Blake Cashman as soul-crushing, but Matt Daniels' assessment was even more brutal. He said he has been in the league for 8 years and has never felt the way I felt after that football game. Never. That is a coach who is broken by the lack of discipline. So who is to blame? Daniels named names. He pointed out Ivan Pace Jr., Austin Keys, and Ty Felton. He said they abandoned their lanes. They tried to make the hero play. They got greedy. They wanted to be the guy who made the tackle, and in doing so, they lost their leverage and let Duvernay cut back against the grain. Daniels said Duvernay didn't even do anything special. He just ran where the Vikings weren't. It was a fundamental failure of assignment football. It wasn't physical dominance by the Bears. It was mental weakness by the Vikings, and that hurts more. When you lose because the other team is better, you can live with it. When you lose because 3 guys decided to freelance with the game on the line, that is a culture problem. Head coach Kevin O'Connell tried to play the diplomat, saying, "It's a better problem to have than trying to find guys who want to fight," suggesting that the effort was there, but the discipline wasn't. He claimed the box for playing hard is checked. But Skol Nation, be honest with me. Does playing hard matter when you are 4-6? Does effort count when you hand the division lead to a rival on a silver platter? The special teams unit has been ranked number 1 by PFF, which makes this collapse even more baffling. It's a paradox. The unit is talented, but in the crunch, they melted. Miles Price is fighting for yards, the kickers are solid, but situational awareness is zero. O'Connell says we have to trust our guys, but trust is earned, and right now, that trust is bankrupt. This loss didn't just hurt the record, it damaged the psyche of the team. You battle back, you take the lead, and you give it away in 13 seconds. That leaves a scar. And while the coaches try to fix the discipline on the field, the front office might be looking at a much bigger fix at the most important position in sports. While the locker room deals with the fallout of the Bears' loss, a whisper is turning into a shout in the front office hallways. We need to talk about the quarterback situation, and we need to be brutally honest. J.J. McCarthy has had 5 starts. The results? More bad than good. The flashes are there, but the consistency is non-existent. And in the NFL, you don't get 5 years to develop anymore. You barely get 5 games. With the playoffs slipping away, the conversation is shifted to 2025 and beyond. And a report from Winston Wilcox has dropped a bombshell option that is making waves. The solution proposed? Paying Daniel Jones if the Indianapolis Colts don't. I know, you are reacting right now. You are thinking of the fumbles, the memes, the Giants' tenure. But stop and look at the logic for a second. Daniel Jones spent the end of the 2024 season on the Vikings practice squad. He knows Kevin O'Connell's system. He knows the terminology. He was in the building. The report suggests that if McCarthy continues to look lost for the next 7 games, the Vikings cannot afford to waste the prime of Justin Jefferson in this defense on a project that isn't working. They need a bridge or even a competitor who can operate the offense professionally. Jones revived his reputation slightly in Minnesota before wisely signing with the Colts, where he is currently backing up, but viewed as a potential starter. The Colts traded their draft picks, so they might lock Jones up. But if he hits the free market, the Vikings are the logical landing spot. It's an out-of-the-blue idea, but is it? Is it really crazy to think O'Connell would want a veteran he has already coached over a rookie who is drowning? This isn't about giving up on McCarthy today. It's about the contingency plan. The wait-and-see approach is dangerous when jobs are on the line. If McCarthy ends this season with more turnovers than touchdowns, the seat under the general manager gets burning hot. Bringing in Daniel Jones would signal that the Vikings are ready to win now. Even if the quarterback of the future isn't ready, it creates competition. It puts pressure on JJ to perform. And let's be clear, the roster is too good to tank. You don't rebuild when you have the best receiver on the planet. You find someone who can get him the ball. The mere fact that analysts are suggesting Daniel Jones as a savior shows you exactly how volatile the situation with McCarthy has become. It is a wake-up call. The next 7 games are an audition for J.J. McCarthy. If he fails, Don't be surprised if a familiar face with a number 8 on his chest walks back through those doors in Egan. The pressure is not coming from the fans anymore. It's coming from the market, and the clock is ticking louder than ever. We are staring at the edge. Skull Nation. The picture is crystal clear and terrifying. We have Aaron Jones Sr. trying to drag this team into a must-win mentality at Lambeau Field, fighting against the ghosts of his past. We have a special teams unit that melted down when it mattered most, with a coordinator calling his own players greedy for costing us the season. And looming over every single snap is the shadow of Daniel Jones, a contingency plan that proves the front office is already looking past JJ McCarthy. Sunday against Green Bay isn't just a rivalry game. It is the verdict on this entire roster. If we win, Aaron Jones is a prophet and the playoff pulse beats on. If we lose, the noise for a new quarterback will shatter the franchise, and the season effectively ends in November. Here is the mission right now. 1. Hit the like button if you stand with Aaron Jones and believe he can carry us to a win at Lambeau. 2. Drop a comment. Who holds the most blame for the 4-6 record? Is it the rookie growing pains of McCarthy or the situational collapse of the special teams? I want to see the debate below. 3. Subscribe immediately. The next 72 hours will determine the future of this team, and you cannot miss the breakdown. But stay locked, because the script isn't finished. We have a double cliffhanger to end on. First, sources inside TCO Performance Center say JJ McCarthy has requested a closed-door film session with Kevin O'Connell to specifically address the hesitation issues fueling the trade rumors. He knows he is fighting for his job. And second, the Packers have reportedly installed a defensive package designed solely to eliminate Aaron Jones, daring the rookie to beat them through the air. The trap is set. Will McCarthy step up or walk right into it? The answer comes Sunday. Stay strong, Skull. The storm is here. I'll see you on the other side.